Hi, I'm Lynette Kroupa, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our farming community, our farming operation. We're a close-knit family. We support each other through thick and thin. My husband is a very, very hard worker, up at the crack of dawn and out till he's dedicated. He is very, very invested in our operation.
Hi, I'm Austin Kroupa, and Michael is my father, Bill is my grandpa, and Garrett is my brother. And I guess I'm not really full-time with the farming. I also have a full-time job, work here at the city. Love doing that, but I also love helping out on the farm whenever it's needed. Sometimes I think I kind of get called for the grunt labor, but I guess if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. So whether it be parts, fixing pivots, laying irrigation pipe, that's definitely not my favorite, but whatever's got to be done, I guess we always stick together. We get her done and try smiling at the end of the day. That may not always happen, but I guess what I'll say about my dad's work ethic, he may not have always been there, but he was always there to provide for us. I mean, growing up, yeah, I mean, he missed things, but that was to be expected. I mean, he worked his tail off to give us the best life that he could at the time. Yes, times are tough. It wasn't always the best, but he made sure that he put his heart and soul into it, and he tried. I mean, he still tries every day. He may not be there right away, but he'll always be there, and that's, I guess, what I love most about him. And he's a hard worker. Grandpa, Garrett, they all are, so definitely raised in a good family.
Yeah, I started spraying for them in 1984, and they've been with the co-op ever since with us. They've grown through the years, just like the co-op has.
Kroupa's been a great family. I've known the family actually my whole life. Went to the same church together. I kind of started helping them back in 2019, I believe it was, with fall harvest, and then spring planting in 2020. Then that fall, their hired hand had left them, so then we got to talking, and I think it was the winter of 2021. I come on board full time with them. Very, very great family to work for. Very humble. They're very great to work with. I couldn't ask for, I guess, a better farm family to work for, I guess.
Note, I used to sell Golden Harvest seed, and I quit, and they was the dealers. So I started through them, and that's how I kind of got to know them. And as time went on, and I had some ground to rent out, I thought, I'm going to pick them. I went over and seen them, and they said sure they'd like to. So I let them have, I don't know how many quarters the first year, and then following year I let them have another one, and this past year I quit, retired, so I asked them if they wanted to farm the rest of mine, and I said, I'm rented the farm for 69 years, and if you want that one, I'll give you his name. So I give them the name, and they got that one too. And they do everything on timely. Their bookwork is unbelievable. It's all you could ask for, yes. And it's kind of a father, son, and then son. It's three generations. And the little one is just like his dad, Garrett is.
My favorite memory is, I mean, just working next to my dad and grandpa, and then our hired man Wade. You know, without those three and our other part-time people, I don't think we would be able to run how we are.
I started with Mike. They needed to start it out in the spring with pivots, winter pivots. And helped them with that. And, well, I drove a truck and somewhat grain cart, but not too often on the grain cart, mainly truck. And then Ted said to me, he said, I think I could find work for you. So that's I got involved with Bill and Mike. And it's great. If I had to do it over again, I'd do it again.
Well, I guess it means a lot to me to work on our family farm, working right next to my dad and grandpa. It's just kind of something I've always dreamed of, and I mean, always having them right along your side just kind of makes you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah. A lot of tough years, which are to be expected. Nothing is easy. Rains never come when you need them, and but the Lord has always blessed us and always come through, and it always worked out. Never, there was times where the prices were down, and the grain wasn't there, or we got hailed out in a storm. We've had irrigation pivots flipped over with weather, and stuck through it all. When I think it's time to give up, and we hung in there, and I'm glad we did. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dollar signs. With me not growing up on a farm, I had no idea what to expect until after, started seeing the price of parts and the cost of fuel and how much it is for a pivot. And I was pretty green behind the ears, but it's like I said, I'm very proud of Mike and how hard Garrett and Bill and our hired help, has worked so hard to help us get to where we are today.
I want to tell you guys thank you for this, and I guess I want to talk a little bit about my grandma that recently passed. She was very invested in the farm. I remember growing up, everything was always homemade. It was either breakfast, lunch, dinner, one of them, if not all of them. My grandma, she did a lot for keeping Grandpa going all them years, keeping Dad going, babysitting when Dad couldn't be there. I do. I think we really owe it all, not only to her, but my grandpa too. He works his tail off. He really does. My dad, my brother, all the hired men, but Grandma, I think, was really the glue there for, yes, till she couldn't. That was, she enjoyed it. She always loved best home cooking ever. That was always good. Meals in the field, I miss that. That was, really miss her. But she was great on the farm. Yeah, she did. She worked full time all the years. I wouldn't remember this, but Dad always does. The chickens, the hogs, the milking barn. When Grandpa used to milk, that was, she always had stories. And I think towards the end, she's kind of glad they didn't have the hogs anymore. I think my dad will probably tell you the same thing if you asked him, but Dad always said that builds character. I'm kind of glad I never had to deal with that, but she was a really important part of farming operation, and her memory still lives on, so that's what I'm glad to see.
I run for parts. I will, pick them up here and take them there. As far as getting in a tractor, no, he won't let me. I did once and almost ran into with a combine into a barbed wire fence. So, that was over real quick.
Probably, 10, like when I first started running grain cart during harvest, I just tried helping out, and ever since that, I guess I just have the itch for it.
Thank you for all you do for me and my family.
Just put it this way, if there's anything needed, either one, Bill or Mike, they're there. It's that simple. Too bad everybody ain't like that.